Waiting for Wiley. Yo,
What's happening, mate?
Grime King, Wiley's in the house.
How you doing?
All good, man. What do you think of left? A lot of people confused. Wiley.
What happened? What do I think of?
Boris's speech. Did you watch it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was good on that one. Go on.
What did you think of it? And there's loads of people with more questions than answers, I reckon, at this point.
First of all, respectfully, you know what, Umar? Do you want to be honest with you? I've learnt something.
Go on.
In this pandemic. I've learnt something. Being a prime minister or being a president of any country is a total nightmare. And like trying to keep everybody happy against the invisible enemy is actually impossible, isn't it? So like Boris, he's in a sticky predicament anyway. Before any of us say a word, you know, like his job, what he's got to do. Forget what I think of him. What about his job? What he's got to do? He's got to deal with everyone, what everyone's, you know, like, say if you drop a song and then 50 people like it and 10,000 people don't. Every time he speaks, he's got to please everyone, but he can't, can he? Because maybe it's not actually him in charge and it's people telling him, isn't it? Or it's a system. So no matter what, he goes out there, he has to take all the stick.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's definitely people telling him stuff to say, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, it's hard work for him. Before I've even said a word about how I feel, before anyone says how they feel, before anybody goes hospital about COVID-19, before anything, his job is a bit of a nightmare. But with that being said, I watched him and basically, Umar, the reason why I realized that his job is hard is because he said loads of stuff, but nothing. Like loads of something, but loads of nothing, really. Like, and like there's been stuff that I've been checking every day, some of the rules, and I've seen them change anyway before today. But he wasn't really saying nothing, Umar. In terms of, yeah, sorry. In terms of, yeah, me and you being fans of boxing, and we want to know something. So I don't want to be selfish. I want to know what's going on because I could see Dana White doing what he wanted to do last night. So I just want to know what's happening for us. So I will be selfish. If I, you know, like for everybody else and the pandemic and blah, blah, blah. But basically, Boris, you said not really much, mate. And that's the truth about it. And I just really want to know when we can do a little bit of sports and how it will come back and that type of thing. What do you think?
Listen, I was just going to come on to that, the UFC last night. I'm not a UFC fan, so I didn't watch it. But what do you think?
Okay. Sorry.
What did you think? No. I want to ask you about what did you think about UFC happening last night?
I loved what happened last night. But Umar, when I see the UFC happening last night, then I see Boris Johnson talking rubbish today, it makes me question the country. How is a man with a fight company allowed to operate before education systems have even spoken? How is that possible, Umar? Before education systems know what's going on, no disrespect, because I like sports, but I'm just saying, it lets you know actually like who is got power here, Umar, and who ain't, doesn't it? If he's allowed to put, if he's allowed to put that on, and the whole world is meant to stay still, it kind of lets you know, innit? Like, obviously, UFC, they're probably in bed with the right people, but I'm just saying, Umar, and that is it. I'm like, Wiley, it's like, is it fair when can Eddie get one on? Is what I'm trying to say, Ooms.
I'm hearing stuff.
Eddie, when can Eddie have a word to get us going the way that Dana White was able to pull that string yesterday, please?
Did it not annoy you as a boxing fan? It annoyed me that the UFC went on last night.
Well, it didn't annoy me. It made me think, who do they know? How they pulled that off? Okay, they went to Jacksonville, Florida. So what's happening is, okay, so it's not just about if you know the government. Is it now all about if you know the governors or the mayors of this place? So if I go to the mayor of Cumbria, can I pull off an event, please, Umar? Or is, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's Dana White and his pals. Who do they know why they was allowed to pull strings, why me and you are indoors 1 hour allowed out a day, exercise, and maybe a little hour than supermarket?
Well, it's unlimited exercise from Wednesday, Wiley.
Oh, is it?
Unlimited exercise.
What, so I could get on my bike from East London and ride all the way to Richmond, Wimbledon?
Absolutely, yeah. I don't know why. Are we training for like some sort of sporting event? I don't know why it's unlimited exercise, but yeah.
I think because he saw that there was people started to use the parks. They was anyway, but there's a lot of people training in the parks and stuff, and so maybe he's like, if people go to the park all day with their household and they keep the social distancing, they'll be all right. But listen, Umar, as soon as that happens, I'm off. I'm going Manchester, mate. I can't do this anymore. I've followed the rules for ages and ages. I'm not going to break them. I want everyone to stay safe. But I'm losing my patience. Not in terms of I don't want people to stay safe. I want people to stay safe. I don't want to catch nothing. I don't want you to catch nothing. But this is not what I do, Umar. I'm meant to be doing things. You know what I mean? I feel like...
You need to be back in the studio, man.
Oh, what? Umar, mate, you just knocked it on the head, mate. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly, I can't operate this way for much longer. Sorry.
And I need boxing back badly, man. Badly.
Exactly, man. What about the small ones? You know, when it was in, you know, like when you go and watch the small ones, like in social centre. Yeah, smaller than that. You know, like amateur style. Will that take long to come back?
It'll be all the same, professional and amateur, with no fans. But get this, yeah. Listen to this. Yeah? What I've heard today. Bob Arum saying that Wilder Fury 3 could go to China. Macau could go to China in October.
Yeah. I heard that. After all this, look, that's why, you know what, Umar? Sometimes, listen, everyone's full of shit on just different days. And I'm not going to be the one sitting there like, everyone's full of shit, man. Everyone's full of shit. You just got to use your brain. Sometimes, you know. And if they fight there, what was the point of even... Listen, what's the point in mentioning Wuhan if you're going to go back there and box straight away? There was no point in even dissing Wuhan or trying to diss the wet market or even trying to front, because man was ready to go there and sit down with the bats, ready with the corona anyway. And so, you know what I mean?
Tell you what, I'm going though. You coming, China?
I am going to China, but you know what, Umar? I'm going to Saudi. I'll go everywhere. But that's my point. That's the point. Mate, you know what? Fury, Wilder, who are you going to win? Who's going to win for you? It's Fury, Wilder.
I ain't going to answer that on here, but I'll tell you.
Why?
I'll tell you
okay. I'm allowed to say who I think.
Of course.
This time, I said it last time as well, Wilder's going to win this time. I'm not saying Wilder's a better boxer either.
Yeah?
I'm not.
You reckon?
But I think he's going to win.
You said Fury the other day.
No. I said Wilder last time and Fury beat him. The first time I said Fury. I think Fury won the first time. It was a draw. We got robbed. Second time Fury did win. I think Fury got in there and bullied him down. Wilder didn't know what was happening. And then on the next one, I think Wilder is going to know what's happening, because the same people that got in there and helped out Tyson Fury like with a game plan to win. It was Fury as well, but a geezer gave him a little game plan. That geezer there. No, was it Virgil? No, what's his name? Was it his guy? What's that?
Sugar Hill.
Sugar Hill. Sorry.
Yeah.
Why did I say Virgil? Right, so him. Yeah, it's Virgil. I was listening. So Sugar Hill, he gave him the good game plan. Plus Fury can fight anyway. He's the best like boxer, mover, arounder. But you know what though? Yeah, Wilder's gonna do him. And you know what? If Fury and AJ fight behind closed doors, AJ will batter him.
Why does it matter if it's behind closed doors?
Do you know why? Do you know why?
What?
Because I've learnt something. Some fighters operate off of the crowd and the fans, as well as not just that Fury can fight with no one there. I'm not saying he can't. But yesterday, I watched Justin Gaethje batter Tony Ferguson. No one was there. No gas, no body popping and that, no dancing and that, no. Because sometimes, like, some fighters, they come through, they're cool. Like, think they're cool and that, glasses on. I'm cool. Listen, mate, you get in that ring, it will smash you to bits. All that cool is out the window. And that is what I think will happen if Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua fought. I know you're going to say, like, Fury's a boxer. Go on.
What? No, I want to go back to UFC quickly for a second. Yeah. Okay. What did you think about? Have you seen all this beef between Conor McGregor and Oscar De La Hoya?
Oh yeah, they're always at it. You know what? Yeah. De La Hoya wants some dollars. He's got dollar, but he knows that if he fights Thingy, they get a bit of dollar. And
Bob
Floyd
Arum
Mayweather. What did Bob say?
Arum said that. Bob said that De La Hoya in a boxing ring would beat Conor McGregor if De La Hoya was on crutches.
Not crutches, but he would. You know what? Again, he wouldn't beat him on crutches. But you know what, though? It's because he saw what happened with Floyd. I think we need to stop. I think someone needs to come in the octagon with McGregor and stop winding him up in a boxing ring. Let's see how that goes.
Well, they were saying about Terence Crawford. They were saying about that Terence Crawford going to the octagon.
Yeah, come to the octagon, mate, and then let's see what's. But Terence Crawford, I think he should stay in the thingy. But I mean,
boxing.
Yeah, but I feel like McGregor proved that he would go to another sport and do it. Obviously, he lost. Yes, I think someone needs to prove they'll come to his sport for him because otherwise he's just proving that he'll come to your sport. You know what I mean?
Mm. What about Mike Tyson returning to the ring?
Mike, don't do it. Mike, you see how Umar, you see how people get drawn out? Listen, Mike Tyson, you are the man. I promise you. Buster Douglas didn't even beat you in my brain. I deleted that night away. I said, you know what, Mike, that weren't even you. Don King or someone has wanked you up. You're in a bad place, and this geezer's done you, but he can't really do you. I've deleted it, yeah? Mike, don't do it, mate. Because even though you can, and you're big, and you're never going to lose how to move your body and muscle memory and blah, 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 I don't want you to get hurt by someone who is, you know, looking to just, you know, that's Mike Tyson. Don't do it, Mike. Don't do it. I see some of the others coming, but is that Super Six? What was that? Lennox Lewis?
Shannon Briggs. Yeah. Holyfield.
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't do it, Mike. Because you'll batter everyone. Listen, Big John Fury, I want him to fight Mickey Theo. I don't want Big John Fury anywhere near Mike Tyson. Keep him away. Because Mike and Big John, they're meant to be cool. Big John's named his son after him. Don't do it, Big John. Just stay with Mickey Theo. That's the one. Leave Tyson alone. Jesus Christ.
What about Mike Tyson v Shannon Briggs? Would that not interest you, man?
That would interest me, though. But Briggsy was trying to give it he was giving it because he respects him and he doesn't really. He cares about him. But you know what it is? He could listen, champ. We could get that one. Listen, champ. That one could get going. That sounds a bit more fair. But what's their age? What's their age group? Age difference?
Mike's 53, isn't he? And Shannon Briggs says he's about 70,000 years old. You know how he goes on.
Oh yeah.
I don't actually know Shannon's age. I think he looks younger than he is. I don't know. He's in terrific shape, Shannon.
That would be fair. That would be fair. I think That would be. But again, I just want Mike Tyson to be okay, man. What if he gets in there, one back? Because heavyweight boxing, it's like, I think it's dangerous, Umar.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Them big, like, boom. So I don't really want, like...
people saying Shannon 49. So 53-year-old be a 49-year-old.
Okay, so Shannon's younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, Mike. Mike, I don't know, mate. But again, I see Nigel Benn was going to do it. So, you know what it is? I think when you're part of a sport and you stop and you're watching it and everyone's coming up and you see a new little Anthony Joshua and that, you just get excited, Umar. You just want to get back in there. But that is the bit you've got to keep controlled. You've got to keep that bit down because everyone's looking at, maybe they're looking at George Foreman and see what he did.
Oh, yeah, 45-year-old, he won the championship, didn't he?
Yeah, but I don't think everyone's George Foreman.
No.
They're not. And everyone's not even Luis Ortiz, are they? Like, everyone won't box that, like, till that time, will they? Hello? You there? Hello? Yeah, you there?
I'm back.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm there.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
What if Mike Tyson fought Luis Ortiz? That's a fair matchup, isn't it?
I know, they're both
Age-wise.
like monsters. They're both... You know Luis Ortiz, how old is he? 40-something?
On paper?
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, Luis Ortiz, do you know what I really want to see? I want to see Wilder, Fury, and then I want AJ to fight the winner. What do you want?
100%. Wilder, Fury, AJ fights the winner. Definitely.
AJ fights the winner.
He's got to beat Kubrat Pulev, though. AJ's got to beat Pulev.
Oh, yeah, shit. Oh, you know what? Oh, yeah, not step aside. Okay, cool. Sorry. They've both got to win their next fights. The winners of those two fights fight each other.
Exactly. And from a British perspective, we hope it's Fury and Joshua, don't we? So, even though the fight will be in Saudi Arabia or China. But...
Exactly. But you know what? Again, I think it will be a good idea not to have it in England. Not in England. I want it in Wembley and all the rest of it, or Cardiff, whatever. But I think it will be safer away from here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, it keeps going on your end, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone said about Dylan White. Someone commented about Dylan White. Yo. Everyone wants Wiley back on, yeah.
Sorry, mate, my battery died.
No, it's calm.
Battery died, but it's a good job I've got that new charger. You know, the box, it's like a little box charger. It charges it quick.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How much is that? How much is that?
Oh, no, my sister got it. But you plug it in. Like, say if your battery dies, I'll plug this charger in. Mate, it's about 10 seconds. Not 10 seconds, but it's a few seconds. Straight back, mate. It's like a proper, this one.
People are asking about the album, Wiley.
Listen, I've got the album here, and I should have dropped it already, but I didn't because of the... I didn't want to drop no music in the pandemic. I thought that don't drop no music. Just wait till everyone's okay. I don't really like people spending money on music was like not really the priority. So that's why I didn't really drop it. Even though my manager was like, people need content, but still I'm not inconsiderate. Maybe even though people need content, I didn't know what, like, I couldn't write no music. I couldn't actually, music wasn't the priority, Umar. Like, seeing if everyone in the world was okay became the priority, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I hear that. I think people can respect that.
You know what I mean? So I will do it as we come out. Like, I want to do it so people are okay, so people are not like, it's a weird one. I don't want people to think about this before they're going to think about, you know, their family and da-da-da-da. So I've got it here, and it's just to press a button and say it will be okay. So as we, I don't know, as we come out of lockdown, the day we come out of lockdown, maybe.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. Let me ask about Dylan White as well, Wiley. A lot of people comment his name when we talk about the heavyweights.
Yeah.
What do you think about Dylan White?
I think Dylan White's a good boxer. I appreciate the fact that he is always ready. He's on it. He's ready to have it. And this is a rare trait. Everyone hasn't got this trait. I feel the skullduggery, where he's been like mandatory for 500 or something days.
Yeah, WBC. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's business, isn't it? I get it. I get it. I want him to get his shot, and basically, him and Joshua. It's weird. They're similar. Not, I don't know age, but similar time. Well, they was in amateurs and they come professionals. So I feel like they have a special thing, where like they fought in the amateurs, they fought once in the pros. Maybe they'll have another one in the pros. It's. I feel like they should fight again, but I'm not saying next. I just feel like for Dylan, he must think about that. You know, like, raw, beat Joshua as an amateur, bruv. Then he'll say, okay, I lost as a pro. But in his heart and mind, he still must feel like he can get a third one. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I feel like Dylan shouldn't give up on that. Big up Dean White as well.
Baby team.
Yeah. I feel like he should. What about Billy Joe? Is he gonna get the Canelo, or who will he get after that?
Well, Canelo's come out with some comments and said he's gonna stick to the Billy Joe fight after lockdown. But Billy told me, he's heard that shit out of Canelo a million times before. He thinks he'll fight Golovkin instead, and Billy will be stuck with no one. So.
Triple G. Would that be the third one with them?
Canelo and Triple G third fight. Yeah. I hope Billy gets that Canelo fight.
So do I, man. Because you know what? Again, Billy, he can do things. Billy, I believe in Billy. I think Billy's a good boxer, don't you?
One of the best at the UK, if not the best.
He is. He's really good, and he's quick, and he can move. So that's what I mean. He's just like when he needs to get his chance. I feel like if Canelo said he'll stick to it, we're doing good. We're doing.
We hope so.
We hope so, innit?
All right, well, it's been good chatting to you, man.
Nice one, Umar. Anytime, mate.
You got anything to say to the people?
Listen, stay indoors, stay safe, and let me know when the lockdown's over. Until then, I'm going to go and pick raspberries.
Go on, man. God bless you.
All right. Nice one.